beautiful people. Happy Monday. Welcome into our review of the Housewives of Rhode Island. This is season 1, episode 7, Boats, Lies, and Videotape. Let's welcome in James from the Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel. Happy Monday to you. Hello.
Happy Monday. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get that subscriber count up. Let's get that like up. Come on, you guys. You can do it now.
Yeah, no, you could do it. I did gain a new subscriber today, so thank you and welcome into whoever that was.
Yes.
Welcome to all of our new subscribers. Welcome to our existing subscribers. We do appreciate all of the support. There's going to be a lot that we'll go over in this live that's not having to do with the Housewives of Rhode Island, so I'm gonna jump right on into it. But reminder, I do hope that you guys like the video. Subscribe to my channel as well as James's channel. We have separate channels because he likes horror movies and I love documentaries. However, we do a lot of collabs together. Support James, support myself, and as well there's other creators in the description as well. What's poppin', Kevin Reynolds? Kevin said Kelsey's jealousy towards Rosie is pure deflection. Am I reaching? No, honey, the whole
No,
world.
you're not reaching. No, because I think it is jealousy. I think it's jealousy. How dare this lady get this husband, get this man, get this, they're able to build this $5,000 square foot mansion. That's why she keeps bringing it up. Like, that's what she's doing. It's crazy.
That's the truth. If you didn't earn it, we gonna talk shit. This is how it goes. Hello. Hi, Naya. Happy Monday to you as well. Oh Lord, I skipped one. I'm sorry. James, you favor your mother. I told you he looked like that lady.
No, here's the thing. I was always told as a kid growing up, and even today, that I look exactly like my dad. I've never been told I look like my mom.
A little bit. You look just like your mom with age, I think.
With age, okay.
Younger pictures, you did look like your dad more, but now you look like your mom.
I look like my mom. Okay.
Yeah, just like her. You just ain't got no hair. And your eyebrows ain't. But you guys, this episode was meh. I don't know. I was happy with it, but I feel like, okay, we on episode 7. Rula is leading the charge, and Rula is not here. Rula has not been here in a minute, but she is the topic, the moment, and all of those great things. She just is. Let me open my notes. I don't have nothing open right now, which usually does not happen to me. I have my 90-day fiance notes. That's going to be the Hot Mess Express. We start out, the ladies are still in Newport in this big ass mansion that apparently has some paranormal, supernatural, however you call it, activity. And everybody comes down. You want to go?
I want to go. I do. I want to see. I just want to see what it's like.
Listen, if I'm getting paid, I'll be like that girl in that meme, dancing with a ghost at the cemetery. But outside of that,
we should stream to one of our channels and just go and just experience it just for a day. We ain't got to stay like a whole week. We can just stay one day.
Child, I ain't staying nowhere for this fucking I'm not that dedicated. Okay, I don't play with ghosts. I don't. I just do not. James is just lighter than his mom. That's the only difference in skin complexion.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I appreciate it. My mom's beautiful, so it's a great compliment. But
they say the first child looks most like the mom. They say that.
Really? They say that? Okay.
Your other siblings don't look too much like her.
No, my brother looks exactly like my dad, and then my younger sister is adopted, so there's that. And then what's crazy is, yeah, because my baby sister looks exactly like my stepmom to me. So yeah, that's actually kind of
true. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You're the one that look most like your mama, but nothing's wrong with that. I look most like my mom. We literally look the same. Me, my mom, and her grandmother. There's like a weird picture they put together. We all look like the same person. It's creepy. At 18, it's very creepy. But everybody's eating breakfast. Apparently, the yogurt was really good, according to Alicia and Rosie, but everything was going well until Kelsey walked in. I don't like energy killers, people who when they walk in a room, the vibe goes from like super playful to like, okay, now we're awkward. And I get that they had an issue, but I've noticed, separate from this big blow up that they had, Rosie and Kelsey, every time Kelsey walks in a room, it goes from playful and fun to like, okay, here comes some forced mess because she wants to be the moment. Any bitch that's willing to be a side chick is a pick me that wants to be the moment and is desperate for attention. Because why else would you choose to do this? I don't understand it. But Kelsey says that because they do end up going off and talking, and Kelsey says that she did not mean to give a backhanded compliment. She feels like she was entirely nice. And, you know, Rosie tries to kind of argue it, but you could tell that Rosie's just done and realizes she shouldn't give energy. Because at first she started to remind us, like, okay, this girl came upstairs into my space and was questioning me about my life. And I was happy that Rosie said to her, she was like, you were asking me questions, but honey, you weren't accepting my answers. That's the problem I have. And I think that Kelsey knows that she looks like she's wrong. And that's why nobody else is defending her. Not Joellen, not Liz, not any of her besties, because she looked like she wanted to say more. But what can you say when someone says to you, I answered your question. I've done it honestly. Her friend backed her up and said that she answered and did it honestly. Why ruin a moment where someone that you felt like you can't get to know is finally opening up by attacking them for not opening up? And if someone tries to open up and you choose not to accept the answer, it doesn't mean that they haven't opened up. It just means that your dumbass has chosen not to accept what they have said. That's it. I cannot like something that's going on, but that doesn't mean that it's not really happening. I don't like James's schedule. It doesn't mean that his schedule is not his schedule. Like, you just, like, sometimes you got to accept shit that's outside of your control. It's just it's a part of life.
Well, it's inauthentic to have like expectations of someone else's life go in your favor. Like, it's really unrealistic. And I think, once again, in my honest opinion, I feel like Kelsey was trying to more so humiliate her than to come with like, hey, I heard this and I just wanted just to kind of bring it to you because as I know you, this is not what I'm seeing. She wanted it to humiliate because Kelsey's humiliated. That's why she did it.
She is, but she humiliates herself. Nobody told this girl to live her life the way she lived her life, but they do eventually make peace. Shout out to Joellen for encouraging Kelsey to talk to her, but also, Kelsey, you look even more bad because someone had to convince you to go talk to this girl. This girl has not done anything to you, so relax, chill out. Fun shade is okay, but this is a little bit much. I feel like Kelsey gets away with murder too within this cast. Like, she finds ways to avoid accountability. No one tells her to mind her business or that was wrong, and I just feel like someone should, outside of Ashley.
Well, here's the thing with that again. I feel like a lot of people may have the same opinions as Kelsey, but use Kelsey as the scapegoat to, render their own agendas. I don't see it so much with Liz, but I definitely see it with Alicia, and I definitely see it with Joellen. So that's why I kind of feel like, for me, they're kind of, in some respect, they're kind of letting it play out while they sit back and watch it. That's why nobody's coming to Rosie's defense. Not one of them. And I'm like, okay, y'all know this girl is wrong, regardless if it's true or untrue. She is wrong for bringing this up in this setting. If that's something you heard, let it be another rumor, because all of you have rumors about you.
It's just interesting, though. Nobody wants to jump in when it comes to Rosie, but when it comes to drama with affair and all of that, everybody got something to say and want to jump in. But it's okay because the cast dynamic is working. Let me get the comments, y'all. My apologies. Naya said Rhode Island cast trip is haunted. Atlanta cast trip was dirty. Listen, these cast trips, I don't know what they're doing, but a mansion that's haunted will always win over
a house that is dirty.
Yeah.
That's for me too. Mansion. I'm sorry. I would rather sleep in a haunted mansion than a house that is dirty. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know that is crazy to say out loud.
I gotta worry about being kept up at night. A ghost might see me naked, but who the ghost gonna tell?
Right.
They ain't gonna sit my dudes nowhere.
I'd be like,
a dirty house could give me a bed bug.
Yeah. But like, the moment I see stains and shit, I'm gonna think you have roaches, cool. And I'm gonna run.
Yeah, I'm so cool. I'm so cool if I see that. And I'm not a picky person with hotels either, but stuff needs to be clean. Kelsey, the energy vampire, she's just When she walks in, she just strange. I don't like her.
She's draining and just it's like I wouldn't want to be around her. I wouldn't. I would be like, okay, time to go.
She's draining, and she gives off like immature a little bit.
Yes,
Um, Kevin
100%.
Reynolds said, "It just hit me. You also favored James Earl Jones minus the light eyes. That is true. That is
Ooh,
true. You, if you look at pictures of him
okay.
when he's younger, you'll see it, my
No,
darling.
I seen pictures of him when he was younger. I'm gonna have to process that one, Kevin Reynolds, because I don't see it at all.
He
Even
said
if
he
we're
got a
look, yeah,
process.
even if we're talking about the younger pictures of him, because I've seen him when he was younger. My brother maybe looks more like him than I do. I will
I
say
would agree
that.
with that. I
Yes,
would
my
agree with
brother
that.
looks more like him than me. I don't see it in me. I'm sorry. I appreciate that because that's an honor to me. I love James Earl Jones. He is one of my favorites, but I don't see it. I'm sorry.
That's gonna forever be my pawpaw in my little brain, y'all. In my little brain.
Right. I
Naya
love that.
says she could see it a bit. Handsome man, R.I.P. Right, right. All of our greats. We're at that time in life where all of the greats that, well, for millennials and anyone older than millennials, all the people we growed up with, they getting older and they go into the upper room, y'all. It's a sad thing. Um, so the next thing we see is some of the ladies stay at the house because they have a big ass water slide. They have a big ass water slide that they flying down and having fun with. And then some of the ladies, are old. They can't just be careening down a water slide no more. I'm calling a spade a spade, okay? Liz, Alicia, they can't just be sliding down no water slide the way that they used to.
The craziest part is Alicia's not even old, but
She looked, talk, and moved like she old, and her skin. I'm sorry,
no, she definitely look older than what she actually is. But I'm just saying she not that old. Now, Liz, I understand. Liz is in her mid-50s. I totally get it.
Liz looks strong though. I feel like Liz could make it down that
Me
slide.
too.
But Alicia looks like she would, like, I know something would be sprained or bruised. And maybe this is just I'm sorry to anybody I'm offended who's colorless on this channel, but y'all don't be aging the right way all the time. I'm sorry. It's true. And Alicia is a victim of it. Amen. But I'm going to behave on the internet. I'm going to watch my mouth, as the name of my friend's channel says. But every time I see Alicia, I do think of an older lady. I do. I'm going straight to hell. Hi, Sandra. I hope you had a good day. I was at Sandra's review this morning, and then I watched the replay while I did some homework. I enjoyed that review. That was a very good review. I like her community too. Everybody's super nice. Y'all subscribe
Yes.
to Sandra.
Subscribe to
Link
Sandra.
is in the
Sandra, we
description.
love you. Thank you.
Like James Earl Jones. Oh Lord, what did he do until recently?
What did he
Oh,
do?
what happened?
I
Wasn't
mean,
that the guy who was Mufasa?
yeah,
Yes.
not, well, yeah, he was Mufasa. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute, I was thinking Scar in my head. No, he was Mufasa, but he's has so many different prominent roles that it's gonna be hard for me to really process something that he did later on in life. Maybe that's just old age, Kevin. What did he do? Please explain, because I
Right.
haven't heard anything crazy about James Earl Jones.
I haven't either. Out of all the things to bring to the mansion, where is Lisa Vanderpump? She would have entertained on an upscale manner. Listen, these ladies, you could tell that
This
this
is
mansion
new.
is rented out frequently. I feel like these ladies rented out the most affordable Newport mansion they could find. I do.
I'm about to say a lot of them got new money, so or in Kelsey's case, money that's on leash,
A credit card in someone
a
else's
credit
name.
card. Yeah.
Maybe she's
So,
an authorized user like Letitia Pearson.
but in Kelsey's case, it's warranted because I would want to, but no, fuck all that. I just changed my mind. I need cash because I don't need a paper trail from you, sir. I need cash. So yeah,
Oh Lord. Kiwan, you're never late, darling. You're never late. You're
never
never
late.
late. I was late because StreamYard wouldn't let me in this damn screen. Sandra said it's not offensive. I'm Liz's age. No water slides. True,
Okay,
true.
all right. Well
However,
then, yes.
honestly, the closer I get to 35, I need to avoid water slides too. The last time I was on a water slide, Miss Sandra, I was in Arizona with James and I almost died. I was stripped naked and I never
This
again.
was us
Because my
trying to be.
friend, wanted to go down it the wrong way, thinking that we still in our teens. I learned a valuable lesson that day. With
Everybody's,
age,
I tell you,
you do not
everybody's
forget
clothes
that.
came off.
My
Everybody's clothes.
bottoms came off. I said, thank God. But Crystal, God bless her, everything came off.
Everything came off. We was like,
And I
oh
told
shit.
her in Target, I said, don't you buy that bathing suit. It does not fit you. And she said to me, oh, that's the only thing that I really like. I told her not to buy. Ended up naked in front of the kids.
In front of a whole bunch, and like y'all, we was on display because everybody could see us. Everybody. Luckily, Mrs. Best was able to, hurry up and put hers back on.
I just had to cross my legs.
Yeah,
But
like, everybody saw them
was
titties.
naked.
Everybody
Birthday
saw
suit.
them. Yeah, like everybody saw the poor kids. They probably was, look at these fools here.
Look at these Negroes. Oh, Lord. I ain't been on a water slide since.
Me either. I have
I'm
not
telling
either.
you.
Yes.
I
I'm not
went to that church
traumatized,
and
but I'm
looked at
just
the
saying.
water park like, I don't know about this.
Because the most they saw was an ass cheek out of me, but that's what I'm saying. That's the
Yeah,
most they saw.
yeah.
They didn't see
You
nothing of
weren't too
mine.
bad. No, you
Yeah,
stayed close. No.
I did.
Thank God. The thing landed on top of me. We slid on. So I was like, oh, I ain't got no drawers. God help us, Lord. When the swimsuit leaves, my soul goes with it. It's time to go home.
We did go home after that.
Did we? I
Yes.
think we did something else. I don't remember.
No, we
I was
did.
honestly drunk most
Because
of that.
I think that was the last. That was the last ride we went on.
It was.
It was the last ride we went on, and then we went home after that. Because I was.
Nope.
Well, Crystal wasn't embarrassed. Hell, she was like, "Oh, it's fine." I said, "Girl, you just showed the
She's
whole."
got a relationship with the pole, so hey. God love her. Titties. Not mine. That's God. Thank God. I made sure mine fit. Amen. James L. Jones made a negative remark towards Black women and was misogynistic, like most of his generation.
Most of his generation was like, I mean, we don't hold Black men accountable. That's what they do. So unfortunately, as much as I'm not trying to excuse that, it's in their forum. A lot of Black men were like that. Like we have to. That's why women have to correct behaviors, starting with when they raise their sons, instead of letting other men get a hold of them and passing down from generation to generation to generation. That type of mindset.
That's true. That's a word. But yeah, these heifers, we got totally sidetracked. They didn't want to do the water slide. They went off to the side. They actually had a conversation that, at least for Joe Ellen, we got to learn a little bit more about why she is not. It seems like she's not willing to accept a relationship with her mom until her mom can acknowledge what she went through in childhood. Now I'm starting to understand what's going on with Joe Ellen. So she tells Alicia while they sneak off that she was sent away to programs that were meant for children that were criminally misbehaved. She was basically in programs with kids who were court ordered to be there, dealing with drug addictions, eating disorders, all these terrible things that she says that she was not dealing with. So Joellen says she had good grades. She was not having sex. She says that her mom basically didn't trust what she was doing and felt like she was an out of control teen because she had big titties at a young age. And her mom assumed that because boys liked her, that she was giving it up to everybody. It sounds like her mom would send her away when she felt like Joellen was out of control and things of that nature. And there were sometimes her mom would try to send her to facilities and they would send her right back like, ain't nothing wrong with this girl. And she says that dealing with all of these things made her feel suicidal. She didn't feel wanted. She didn't feel cared for. Something that put the nail in the coffin for her was she was sent to a program, and the program pretty much was like, there's no reason for your daughter to be here. So sounded like social services was going to get involved. And when that happened, her mom decided to come get her. Alicia got emotional talking about the abandonment from her father. Baby, you were not homeless. Stop saying that. But Alicia did connect not having her father and him abandoning her and her mother to her not wanting to get married. She mentioned and then moved on very quickly, which tells me this is probably why she won't marry that man, to the fact that no one will be able to walk her down the aisle. I mean, I felt for Alicia I definitely felt for Alicia when I was in high school. My dad was in prison. So I had the idea, like, I was like, I don't want to get married. I'll get married after I'm 30 or something. Like, I never wanted to get married early, did the entire opposite. But I can understand why a parent being absent would make you feel that way. But Alicia, please just go to therapy and stop talking to people about this. Now, as for Joe Ellen, the stuff she said about her mama was deep. I actually related with that. My mom did that to me. We had an abusive step parent. I spoke out to CPS asking for help and all of this stuff. My mama did not like that. So she sent me to a program called Center for Discovery somewhere in LA called La Habra Heights. I went there. They were like, nothing is wrong with her. So they sent me back. Then they sent me back again because she kept sending me to facilities and stuff. So if your parent understands the system, they can weaponize that system as a way to get out of parenting. And it's unfortunate and it does impact you. But I'm glad to see Joellen's doing well. But I'm curious how her mom was going to react to it. But how did you feel about what Joellen and Alicia shared together?
Um, with Joanna's story, it actually made me understand her a little bit better because imagine like nothing being wrong with you. You're just trying to be, coming off of being an impressionable teenager to learning yourself. And then your mom feels like because you got some titties, you need to go to some, facilities that can traumatize you and can make you a little bit unruly. And that's where I see her behavior is going. It's like she's aware of it, she understands it, but is so traumatized by it that she allows it to control how she moves in this world. It is not okay. And I think that she would benefit from some very good therapy. And it may also have to come with you drawing some lines with your mother. I know that that's hard to say because, I think that they're okay in today's time. But we have to understand, y'all, parents aren't perfect, but that does not mean that as adults that we can't keep them at a distance, especially when they play with our lives in ways that torment us. Like, it's okay to say, you know what, I love you, but every day it's not going to be a casual conversation. I may call you every Sunday just to make sure you're okay and living. But at the end of the day, I have to live my life for me. And what you did to me as a kid traumatized me as an adult. And until that is corrected, I have to keep you at a distance. That is okay to do. Don't let people tell you that that is not okay to do, because if parents did what they were supposed to do, which is always love, nurture, and make sure you have an understanding of this life and prepare you for it, if they don't do that, then I'm sorry, as an adult, if I actually figure it out on my own, yes, I'm going to keep you at a distance. There's nothing
I
wrong
also
with
think
that.
it's unrealistic. Like, I get with girls, it seems like the recurring thing with teenage girls is like, oh, she's having sex, let's do anything we can to stop it. Like, no, you're
Versus
making
educating
it,
them.
yeah, versus educating them, you're just making it worse and pushing them away. But Joellen definitely should consider getting a therapist. I don't want to see her do therapy on camera. I want her to get a therapist and actually go do some work and figure out herself off camera. And honestly, I want Alicia to do the same thing, because you're saying that you're not marrying this man because he doesn't offer you any stability and you would get nothing. But by not marrying him, you're guaranteeing yourself no stability and the fact that you will get nothing.
Well,
So
and
I
it's the
don't,
thing. And this is another thing. Then why are and my question to Alicia, why are you with him then? If
that's why
you're
she needs
scared
to go
to
to therapy. She
yeah,
can't
if
answer
you
this shit
yeah, if
probably.
you're so scared of having the same outcome as your childhood, because my guess is that he's just like your father. That's
Probably.
my guess. My
Probably.
guess is he's just like your father, and that's what scares you.
What's
Yeah.
weird is, though, if she's so afraid to be married, it doesn't make sense to me that she's scared to marry him, but is not afraid to be financially dependent on him. This lady do not work.
Right.
So that's the
That's
part
another
that
thing.
makes it a disconnect. I feel like she's bullshitting about a little bit of what's going on with her, but I feel like some of it is true. But
Yeah.
Alicia, go to therapy so you can shit or get off the pot.
And get you a damn job or start making some
She
demands.
did
Like
through the show. She got a little part-time job,
that ain't
part-time
no,
over
I need
here.
to no, I need her to do something better than that. I'm sorry. I need something to me. If I came up with ideas for that pizzeria, my name should be on at least two of those businesses.
That's fair.
That's how I feel. I feel like if I gave you, I need contract. Like Alicia, the next time you have an idea, you need to get you a contract and start making commission off of the pizza boxes that he sells when it comes to your ideas. Like if you came up with a recipe, I need commission for every piece of that particular pizza you sell. Like that's only fair. Like I'm not trying to be mean, y'all. That's only fair. There's no way my husband has a chain of pizza restaurants. I'm coming up with recipes and ideas and marketing for him, and I'm not getting shit but free living. You supposed to do this anyway because I'm your fucking person. Like, what the hell?
You put your name and your spouse's name on everything that you do or that he does or that you do together, because that's just income documented coming back to the same household.
Absolutely.
So, you know, Alicia, I think also needs to figure out how to speak up to him, but I think we'll learn more about her as it goes, because I feel like she's keeping a lot from us at the same time.
Oh, she definitely is. I agree.
Naya said, it's sad but true. Generations of foolishness.
Yep. That's what's always going to keep us behind as a people, is that.
It's true. Made me think of Paris Hilton. Oh, Lord.
Oh, not Paris Hilton.
Lord, that's hot. Y'all remember that era? That's hot. Joellen is mean because of her childhood. Paris Hilton was also sent to one of those camps for uncontrollable children. A lot of those camps don't do anything to help the kids and are for profit. It's unfortunate. I think a lot of parents could avoid camps like that if you just put your kid in therapy. Like, just put them in therapy before anything could go wrong. Just from the jump.
Joellen is mean, and that's how she chose to handle. But Paris Hilton was wild, and that's how she chose to handle her. So I don't. Paris Hilton is the wrong comparison, because just because Paris Hilton probably has some mean streaks in her too. It's just the wild side just kind of took over, and that's all we were seeing of her.
Her situation, though, her parents did allow her to have and become what she was. So I do feel like it can be a good comparison, just because Kathy was lazy, and instead of rescheduling her event, she sent her ass away to somewhere that she probably saw on Dr. Phil, which it was on Dr. Phil, actually.
I was gonna say, that whole,
Joella needs therapy. Going no contact is okay. Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially people from like Italian households or cultures where family is like big, they act like no contact is the end of the world, but it's okay to not speak to people if it protects and heals.
It protects your inner peace. You have to understand, we have very short time on this earth, and you want few days of peace because you're going to have trials and tribulations. Why add to that with constantly being traumatized just because it's a parent? Like, that's what that's what I don't understand. I'm very fortunate to have had great relationships with both my parents, but at the end of the day, if I didn't, yes, I would be distant, because at the end of the day, I have to protect my peace, and I can't keep living life in constant torment and be reminded of trauma that I suffered because one of my parents decided to traumatize me. I can't live like that. Nobody should live like that.
Yeah, it's healthy. You got to do what you got to do. I do that with my mom because of all the stuff I dealt with, but it works out. She could get through if something happened with a sibling. Other than that, I just kind of leave it surface, but it works for me and it's respected, because wouldn't you rather someone not talk to you than disrespect you or argue with you or end up in some foolery? Kevin says, same can be said about Joellen. How are we to know she was not wild? I mean, she did take her sister's boyfriend and now husband. Now she was saying on Watch What Happens Live, though, and I don't like how her story keeps changing with the husband. I'm glad you brought that up, because on Watch What Happens Live last night, she was like, the thing with Brian is everyone's overreacting in terms of the audience. She was like, he touched her boob in 8th grade. I'm like, okay, he touched her boob in 8th grade, but you made it seem like this was her high school boyfriend. And it was something more. So I do think that Joellen is not telling us stuff as well. So she's
a ton of stuff. And then also there's some discrepancies that I'm sure you're going to get to in just a moment with Kelsey's. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot. We're going to actually get to Rula. That was the scene that's next. Rula. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Ain't nothing wrong with you, girl. Get your ass out that damn bed.
Rula says she can't come to the mansion. She can't come to the mansion because she's having another medical issue. Now, the last time we were supposed to meet Rula, we didn't meet her in the first episode because she didn't show up because of a medical issue. Then in the second episode, she missed an event because of a medical issue. This time, she's having another medical issue. Brian Pontarelli's mama had a medical issue where he said, oh, her legs swell. We knew that wasn't true because whose leg just swell up? And then now Rula says she got a headache. That's what she described it as. She didn't describe any other bodily symptom. She says she went to the doctor. The doctor and her went to the ER. She says at the ER, they did all of these tests. I've never known an ER to do so many tests for a headache, but leave it to Rula. She had a craniotomy, a tracheotomy. She had some blood drawn. They done performed an endoscopy. They performed every test that they had possible. And they said that they found nothing wrong with her. I don't bit more believe that this lady was ill to the point that she could not go out. What I do think she is has going on is I think that her husband is stressing her out and embarrassing her so damn bad that her body is probably having a physical reaction. That's why I be telling you, raggedy Negroes and raggedy females who be cheating on your partners, don't do it, because you can literally cause people to have a physical reaction if you harm them, stress them out, put them through hell. I believe that lady was stressed the fuck out from Brian, stressed the fuck out from having to be on camera. You got him lying about his mama. She can't even go to the polo club without people confronting her about what her husband is doing. Every time she brings her husband with her somewhere, Joe Ellen's going to be like, don't you call me a liar, Brian. I have the proof. This is on social media. That is stressful. I don't blame Rula for staying home, but I do want to point out, Brian, you don't look like you be around your kids that often, and the scene did feel a little bit staged. The little girl was like, Daddy, look at my picture. He looked at her and made an irritated face. I said, put the fucking thing down and look at her picture. What? Like, he just seemed agitated. You could tell that he's not around those kids very often. And he brought the stuff to Rula. She's like, oh my God, at full glam. Thank you, Rula. The cat is out of the hat or the bag, whatever the saying is. Baby, we know that this man be cheating. We know that he be cheating. If he's stressing you out, as Naya is saying, to literal sickness, which can happen, I don't understand why she's still with this man. Leave him.
I mean, I understand why she with him, but at the end of the day, it ain't worth it. It's like it's not worth your stress. It's not worth you end up in an emergency room and then you over there in the bed with a full face of makeup on and hair curled up, like trying to act like you trying to look like something. Like to me, I feel like this. What someone also made a point, maybe Rula has more money and she doesn't want to pay him alimony. And I'm like, well
It's
then
actually, you put less money into being a financial analyst than you do into being a doctor. He's got to cover costs, needs staff,
yeah.
licenses.
And I was like, that's a good point to make. But at the end of the day, like, you have infidelity on your side, ma'am.
And court records.
And court records.
Police
Ain't no judge
records.
going to give you. That's why I say, if that's what you worried about, Rula, then you, baby, you got a very smooth, open case. Unless your judge is on some fuck shit.
She
And
did say, though, in the first episode we met Rula, she mentioned that she's Persian. And so in their culture, divorce is frowned upon. And she didn't even want to speak about her first marriage because it sounds like her family was ashamed of it. Maybe she doesn't want to go through, because if she gets a divorce, she's going to have to deal with cultural problems as well as family issues. Then she has to deal with the public humiliation, embarrassment. She's on a show, so probably all of their records are going to come out. I feel like this lady just does not know what to do. And I do feel bad for her just a little bit. I do feel a little bad for her, but you got to woman up, Rula. Get up and leave him, please. Please. I pray. We pray. Sandra said Rula does look sick. Production didn't believe her either. Production probably didn't believe her because she has lied about being sick previously. And I feel like she's probably done this, but she does look thin. She does look thin. I feel like this lady is stressed out beyond belief.
absolutely.
Personally. I won't assume about her teenage years, but girl, you hopped on the dick.
Well, we know she has. We're going to explain that a little bit later on.
Rula's medical issue is to keep tabs on her husband. Knock it off, lady. Rula is damn exhausting.
I'm not finna. First of all, he not cute enough for me to be keeping no tabs on. That's a motherfucker I would leave in the dust.
Oh.
Like, I'm sorry. Like,
What?
I could see, like, let me explain something to y'all. Cheating is very fundamental. There's some, like, it's never acceptable. Like, let's be very clear. It's never acceptable. But I understand why Brandy Glanville stayed. I understand. After, yeah, I understand why she stayed with him. I understand why she bitter. I understand all of that.
Listen, if you cheat on me while you poor, I might forgive you. If you cheat on me while you rich, I got to go. You got all the money to keep that shit from me, hire security, have second and third and fourth phones.
Look,
Okay.
NDAs can be
If a
signed.
nigga makes over 160,000 a year after taxes and he cheats on you, leave. Because he can afford to keep it from you. I don't have time. I'm too paranoid, okay? I don't care. I'm paranoid as hell. I'm paranoid as hell. If I even suspect, let Mr. Best get rich, and I even suspect a cheating something, I'm gonna slash his tires and then I'm gone. I don't have time. You
Oh
win.
my God, girl,
That's
you is
all it is.
crazy. I
Feel
can't.
what they say in the Wiz when Michael Jackson saying you can't win. That's what it is. He got the money.
Oh shit.
He got the money. Okay, let me be good. I'm gonna behave. Y'all. Kevin said, yes, that scene was definitely staged to make Brian look like an upstanding husband, just playing in the viewing. Right. We already seeing everything else that's going on. So that scene was literally just to embarrass Rula.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
like, I don't
Absolutely.
like that part. And I have been saying it when we first, like in the season premiere, when Joellen was doing this. This is why I initially didn't like her. Because Rula's not doing anything to deserve this. Her husband is cheating on her, and somebody else is using that to have tea and a storyline on a show. Though Joellen has other storylines, but it's like, it's one thing to bring it up on camera, but she be bringing it up on camera with her husband. Sound like she's talking about it off camera. She's collecting data. Like, I just feel like she doing too
As I said, I'm split down the middle. Joellen is absolutely wrong for this, but at the
but she's
same
right.
time, but she's right because at the end of the
Mhm.
day, the man is cheating, and then two, he tried to get her fired because she tried to expose it. At the end of the day, when you fuck with my job, it's one thing if you see me on the street and say square up because you telling my business. Fine, but when you start calling my place of employment where I make my
We have a
money, then
problem.
we have a real problem. Fuck what I did. It didn't listen. You did it. God damn it. Don't call my job. Don't show
Don't
up to
call
my
my
job.
job,
Don't
especially
call
now that we have
HR and
video
talking about,
proof.
yeah. Don't call HR talking about I did something that you actually are guilty of because you stepped out on your marriage. Don't call my job. No, I'm sorry.
He said,
I'm on
leave me
Joellen's side.
out.
I'm on Joellen's side. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can
But
hate me
then
all y'all want
also,
to.
baby, they wouldn't be calling your job if you minded your business. So there's
Listen,
also that.
listen,
But
it
I
don't matter
get
at
her
this
for being
point.
bad.
Listen, it don't matter to me. You shouldn't have did it.
Don't
If
call
you did,
nobody job.
don't call nobody job. I don't give a fuck about what you did. Listen, if you didn't do it,
American
then there wouldn't be a problem.
American boy, good evening. Welcome in. I don't know what you walked into, but welcome in, my darling. To quote Joe Ellen, does he look like he works out? That was the funniest thing. Brian's at the gym. He's not cheating. She said, girl, does it look like your man go to the gym? Like, not only are you supposed to be on TV, but now you coming for his looks. Joe Ellen.
I mean, but did she
She's good
lie?
TV. She's good TV. She told not a
She is. She's
single,
great. She great
not
TV.
a
I have to give
single lie.
y'all. I know y'all don't like Joe Ellen, but y'all, she is giving us a show more than a lot of them up on there. Like their storylines are just interesting, but they're not delivering it correctly. Joe
No,
Ellen is the moment. I'm sorry,
she's
she
given
is.
us, she's definitely the MVP of the season and the breakout star, I would say. Get that sudden check and erase the marriage from the church.
Right,
Amen.
man. And I was mad at Sutton for doing that because I wouldn't erase shit. Yes, I was married to your ass for 20 years. How dare you leave me for my best friend? Yes, I'm collecting all this money and keeping my name.
She said, I want all and in
I
that
want
order.
everything because you ain't gonna play me out in these streets like I'm just some old crazy ass, skinny ass white lady. I want all my money and I
Lord,
want my name. I want to get into
American
the restaurant.
born, American born said, if you got the money, you could definitely buy an annulment. You sure can if you have the
And I
money.
wouldn't sign it. And I wouldn't sign it. I guarantee you it wouldn't go through.
There's
I
other
guarantee you
ways
that.
to make sure it gets signed too.
It
If
won't.
Rula is with the ish, she deserves everything her husband is doing to her. Oh wow, no empathy, period. You know, I'll
Oh,
never say that
Kevin.
anybody deserves
Kevin.
to get cheated on because I don't feel like she's cheating on him. So that so if he since she's not cheating on him, he don't need to be cheating on her. Like nobody needs to be cheating at all in a marriage.
Right. And the thing about it is he could just be single.
He
Tell her
could.
it's not
He
tell her
could.
it's not working. And if she refuses to sign the divorce papers, then he just need to move out and be separated. But like I tried to tell you, hey, listen, I don't want you no more. What else can I do? I'm gonna live my life.
Maybe
So
that's
yeah,
what's going on. Maybe
yes,
that's what's going on. But then
I
he's
think
still
that
bringing
is.
in the food. Who
But still,
knows?
yeah, like, but still, he's still up in the house with her. So I mean, obviously, yeah.
Oh, American Born said Joe Ellen equal. Joe Ellen is going to get the info. That's for sure. She sure is. But you know what? Nobody is questioning, which I'm gonna question more at the end of the episode. I'm questioning why you know somebody who willing to be in this situation in the first place. But why do you know people who are collecting information and recording situations? But that's a whole
I
nother
swear,
topic.
Joellen got. I'm telling you on the side, Joellen got a private investigation firm. She does. You
From
cannot
where?
tell me. She cannot tell me that Joellen don't make money having a private investigation firm because she does. She absolutely does.
Child. Lord, but I'm like, why do you know these people? And it's like, it may be sounding like Rula, but I would question anybody who had a friend. It's one thing to have a friend that's a hoe and dating and sleeping with married people or people in relationships, but why are we recording it? That's
I
weird.
say
There's a
Joellen has
certain
a
level of thirst from that side bitch. She wants to be on TV.
probably, but
That's the
as I
part that's
said,
off.
Joellen has a private investigation firm. Joellen, I am not mad at you. I think it is brilliant to have one because let me tell you, you running your city. If people ain't even safe
Not
to go
everybody
to
business.
if people ain't even safe to go to a damn restaurant because you got goons up in there, as Naya would say, video recording us hugging and kissing up on people we ain't supposed to be hugging and kissing up on. Just how do you randomly just have this information and know where he gonna be to get video recorded footage of him?
Right. That's a very
Yes,
specific
like that's
thing
yes.
to have.
Like how
Oh,
you know he gonna be at the oyster bar at 5 o'clock on Friday night with the blonde haired lady with a red dress
they've
on,
had like not just specific information, but like we've seen screenshots of GPS coordinates in a
right.
car, his car. Like she's got all the tea. So
All
I'm not
kind of
mad at
shit. I'm
that.
like Joella investigation firm, y'all. She got Joellen
It's funny
investigation
that she
firm.
has had all of this and Rula was still like, well, I need
Well,
hard
I need hard
proof.
evidence.
Baby, you have the evidence. That's your
No,
car.
I guess we really need to see them in the bed fucking.
Oh, she's that type.
She's that kind of person. I know y'all. I know a lady like this. That's why I know she
She said,
like
I need to see his private part go into hers in
you
order for
need to
her to
zoom
leave.
in. I need to see the mole at the tip. I need to see everything.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Rula does know though. That
Yeah, of
is
course she
clear,
does. Of course
Sandra.
she
She
does.
absolutely knows. She just don't want to address it with these women are on this show, but you're coming on a reality show. You should have never signed up with the husband you've had. Just saying. She shouldn't have signed up. I'm wondering how they didn't see someone through the glass window recording.
Nah, come on now, girl. You know damn well it's easy to record people these days. First of all, let's be very clear. That man is distracted. So he's not going to see somebody with a camera while he entertaining this little lady right here rubbing up on her dress or whatever the fuck he was doing in the video because we didn't see the shit. But I'm just saying, it's very easy to record somebody through a glass. All she got to do is spray a little bit of Windex. You know, Windex come in, travel size now.
That's
All you
how
do is
I
spray a
be
little.
looking to see stuff. If I'm at a big event or something, I will zoom in on this phone and get a clear picture. Shout out to Apple.
Yes. Shout,
Okay.
shout out to Apple. But as I said, that lady, whoever recorded, had a handheld Windex, wiped down the window and stuck that camera right there.
Right there, right in that moment. At the microfiber cloth, the short was perfect.
Absolutely, yes.
Kevin said Joellen is simply a bitter rich white woman who is damn nosy. Billy Porter first her. Okay. I figured you bit nosy. But the ladies are gone. Some of them are playing in the slide. I did catch the shade Kelsey through. Kelsey is nobody's friend, and this bitch is a hateful bitch
Yep.
because she said the Butlers are excited because you've got three hot young girls going down the water slide. Y'all realize Liz was there with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you throwing shade at your one friend, Miss Kelsey, who already done cussed you out and sent you running down her stairs? Stop throwing shade, Kelsey, and figure out how to get a man of your own and pay your own bills. It's not a flex. The only time it's a flex that somebody else is paying your bills is if you've proved you can pay them on your own first. And I will stand by that.
Or if everything is in your name and he's paying it.
then yes, that's the
That's the only
alternative.
that's the alternative.
The
Like,
only
because to me,
alternative.
I feel like if everything is in your name and the motherfucker want to be stupid enough to pay all them bills, then fine, girl, you winning. But at the end of the day, you in his house driving his Range Rover and all this kind of shit, girl. That ain't no flex. And I hope he don't come home and get his shit back and repo it from you, because I'm telling you,
It looks like things are still working because he probably still want to hit it till he finds a replacement for
yep.
that area. Naya said, I'm black. I'm always looking around. These cheaters are comfortable as hell. They are. They are. And she's looking. The one she has makes good money, but she's ungrateful. So there's that.
It's
She's
just
never
because
satisfied.
here's the thing. He's not cute, and then two, how dare you have the nerve to go and step out on me? Because Kelsey is beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna give it to her. She is very beautiful. But it's to be, I can't stay with somebody who is less aesthetically pleasing, goes out there and cheats, and then have me at home, and I ain't doing. I'm pretty sure Kelsey's had a slide or two, but I just can't. I would feel insulted.
Who
I just
cheated on
would.
her?
Well, it's not cheating, I guess, considerably, because
Yeah,
he's.
I'm like, there's no cheating. It's an
But
open
I'm just
relationship.
saying, like, for me, I wouldn't accept those terms based on what he looked like. No, there was no way I would accept that. We in this together. If you going to Miami, I'm going to Miami with you. There is
Child,
no cheating with me.
child. He says, so you can be cute without money. You can be.
You
You
can't be. That's
absolutely
what most motherfuckers are. Most broke ass men are cute. That's the problem.
handsome. Kelsey
They
should feel
yes.
she won't. She doesn't see it. And it sounds like her parents probably enable her because of how they benefit, just like everybody else in her life. Um, I did appreciate also, this is entirely random. I did appreciate Ashley taking a moment before she left to acknowledge how sweet Liz is. I think it's important for the cast to also be shown saying nice things to each other. And I did find Liz to be extremely kind to Ashley. Unfortunately, Ashley does leave when the group goes on a boat activity. Her son was sick. She says something about he doesn't like coughing. Her mother is there. Her father's a doctor. The little boy had to go to the ER. Um, I I I think Kiwan had said this in Sandra's review earlier, and I agree with her. I think that Ashley has a lot going on in her life as well right now. It may not seem big, and I feel like she may do a good job of keeping it away from the show. But I think she has more going on than she lets on based on how she reacted and how emotional she was. Did you want to speak on her before we move forward?
I do actually, because I also feel that way too. I feel like there's a lot more going on because her emotional banter is weird. Like, I get, not wanting to have your child in any type of pain, not wanting to have them struggle. I totally get all of that. But it just seems like the emotional response is a little bit more hectic. Like, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought the baby was on life support. The way she just completely just broke down and just started just bawling out of nowhere. But she cries a lot. So
She
maybe
does.
this
She
so
might really
maybe
just
she's
be.
like my homegirl over there on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. What's my homegirl's name? That
Sheena
be Sheena. Sheena will cry on
crying.
cue, like
Cute.
just get to crying. And I said, well, damn. I can't, y'all. One thing about me is I'm very empathetic. Like, please, like, I will hug you if you start crying. But when you start making a habit of the shit, that's when that start to loosen up my grip and be
I
like,
do
okay,
hope that her son is okay. I do hope that her son's okay. And I think that's the right thing to do. If something's wrong with the kid, leave. Who cares about the show? Um, Kelsey wasted her best years with her. She did. She did. But it just shows how some people prioritize materialism over actual love. And I
absolutely
think even though she was young, it says a lot about her personality that she was willing to compromise the things that she wants out of life, such as monogamy with a husband and a family, just for material items. That part's annoying. Uh,
agree.
American Born said this cast is so good. Yes, they are released at the end of this live. We're going to go over the new shows and stuff that Bravo announced. Jared is a demon. Poor Ashley. I
I,
don't really think that he's a demon. I think she's not being honest in her
uh,
communication with him because she obviously wants more time with him. He's still making time for date nights. but he has to work so often and is not supportive because he's got that coffee shop that's not making money. But I think Ashley's too scared to tell him, like, hey, yo, we need to let go of this, find another venture.
I agree.
And so I can't properly assess him when she's not telling him the full truth about how she, feels about her relationship. But she do need to woman up and live life, sheltered or not. At some point, you got to learn how to use your voice instead of crying over everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
She bust out crying. It seems it wasn't just for that thing. Yes, Sandra. It seemed like it was for a bunch of other stuff because she's probably doing a lot alone. But if my man is just sitting making coffee and shit for other people's whose mans are making good money, oh no, we would have figured something out.
I mean, granted, once again, coffee shops, because y'all, I've been a Starbucks barista for 7 years. Somebody who is, been in that business, seen the ins and outs. You can make a lot of money from doing it. It's just he's not doing it correctly. That's
I mean,
just
we
all.
can't say that we know he's doing anything correctly because, I mean, as a barista, you can assess how to make the drinks, but we don't see his P&L reports. We don't know what's going on with any of his business. We don't know how coffee shops do in this area. There's a lot. We can't really. That's my point. We can't assess Jared as a husband, as a daddy. We can't even address him as or assess him as a coffee guy because we don't see nothing. We saw him make a
I'm
couple
going based on her
cappuccinos.
I'm going based on her complaints of him not being.
I
I'm
don't
going
even
based
think that's
because
fair. I think we should
well,
wait
because
until we
here's the
see this
thing.
man more.
I feel like because one, if he owns the place, a lot of the times they get a lot of people to run it for them. So the fact that he has to be there constantly, I get that's good business practice, but those places pretty much run themselves. Really, they really do. You come in, pop in, do payroll, make sure inventory is ordered, and then because you have people in place to run it for you. So that's why I said,
Sometimes, but not always. I
yeah.
know here in the Bay Area, as well as several other places, me and my husband actually know someone who owns a coffee shop. Sometimes, yes, they're going to come in and be doing like the person we know, Mr. Robbie. He be making his drinks coming in. He don't even have staff because it is one of those businesses where you can do that. But that's why I think there's like other stuff going on with the area. I mean, they're right across the street from that fancy restaurant we saw them go on a date on. He's probably got a lot of competition nearby. He probably put more money in it than he would get out because it's decorated hella nice. When it's a coffee shop, all you needed was a little. Y'all be seeing Starbucks. You just need a sliver, a hole in the wall somewhere.
And and also let me get and Ashley, I don't know if y'all watching you and Jared, but food is important at a coffee shop. Yeah, I know a lot of people say it's not, but it
It
absolutely
is.
is.
You could get breakfast in one.
Because a lot of people don't want to have to go to another place to go get food. They want a one-stop shop. So maybe I'm gonna look at y'all menu when I'm gonna see what y'all got on y'all menu. I'm gonna help y'all. Y'all watch Mrs. Best reviews and I'm gonna help y'all out. And if y'all need me to come out there, I will come out there to help y'all. I will.
I think it's their area. I really do because coffee shops usually do well, like
They
with or
do, yes.
without a big staff. So if this one is
Mhm.
not, he probably didn't zone where he put his business correctly. And that's unfortunate. But hey,
Gourmet sandwiches are always good too. Y'all can get y'all
they
some of
serve
that.
sandwiches. He served one while he was making drinks in there. That's when he was talking about the oven about to go out. So he's serving food. I just don't think he's in the right
Okay.
the right
What's the
situation.
name of that coffee shop? When I'm at work tonight, I'm gonna be looking at
It's
this.
the Bachelor themed one. You can probably Google it.
Okay, I got you.
I don't watch The Bachelor, but I'm sure she cried. I'm sure she cried. Jared knows he cannot that part. He cannot work 80 hours with toddlers.
Yes,
He
that's what I'm
can't.
saying.
But a
Hmm.
lot of men seem to think that if they have a job or something, that like the woman is also going to have a job and raise the kids, which is stupid. And that's why I say Ashley needs to speak up. She needs to speak up so she can get the help. Lord. In that area, Duncan is huge. I believe it.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard like all up and through New England, Dunkin' is very, very popular.
See, in California, if you
Is
want to open a coffee shop in California, it's one of the best places to do it. Here,
absolutely and
Oregon, and
Phoenix.
Washington. We
Phoenix as well,
prefer
because like people prefer outside of Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. A
and
lot of
not
people love
Dutch
mom and pop.
Bros.
And not Dutch
Dale,
Bros. That's not real coffee. Like that's some
no, it's not.
crazy shit. But like a lot of people love coffee shops, especially in California and here. A lot of people don't hate going to Starbucks. A lot of people love that mom and pop authentic, especially when you got good food.
Mm-hmm.
People will come there every day.
They prefer it. They really do. I
Yeah.
don't like Starbucks. I don't really care for chain coffee. I will
I don't
go
like
to a
coffee at
mom and
all,
pop.
but I love going to coffee shops because I love like the cakes and cookies and stuff.
Let me get through these
Yes.
comments because I have another live. I worked in a French bakery and then I worked in a coffee shop called New World Coffee. And then after that, Starbucks, I can make a mean cappuccino. My
Same
phone
here.
game is no joke. That's a
Same here.
skill, especially in your house if you're serving people one day. It's a skill.
Hmm.
It's a skill. What bothered me was Ashley saying that she could make more money being an influencer. Influencing can make you
That's
hella money, but you could say something one day, the world go in one direction, and then your income is gone. Like I just think of COVID and how all the influencers were complaining about their income and the music artists and stuff. So it's always good to have something reliable and not just influencing. And if you want your husband to stop being stressed, then help him. If your influencing makes so much money, invest in him so that he could get the oven fixed and hire a GA. Because having a manager, James is correct, would give him more time to be at home. Maybe help him pay for that through your influencing since it makes so much money. Not tears and teas. Ready-made sandwiches and nasty ass
No,
sandwiches.
I
But
hate
people
no,
will order them.
no, you need to make them fresh. Like that's one thing I hated about Starbucks' food is that they needed to make that shit fresh. I know they can't do it, but still.
They can't. They need to though. That I would love it. Audrey's, that's the name of it. Audrey's
Oh,
Coffee.
okay. Let
That's
me
the
put it in my
okay. He
phone.
needs to take that and
Name.
lounge off
Yeah, because that's
and
not a
just leave it
lounge.
as a coffee house
Coffee
because it
shop. Yeah,
doesn't.
that's one of the problems right there.
If he's doing lounge, that means he's probably trying to serve alcohol, which is probably costing him a lot more. I
Mm-hmm.
love an iced coffee, don't we? An influencer, as in only Kevin. I cannot. But
Oh, it's a real
Ashley,
cute
we
one.
wish you well with the babies. I hope that your husband starts to help you more. Open your mouth because a closed mouth don't get fed. If you want him to help you, ask him. And if he's still not helping you, then share it on the show so you can have more of a storyline. We're gonna move in to the boating trip. Nothing really happens. The ladies do well on the boat. They get back to the mansion, and Joellen's outside, and this girl is drama. And Liz comes out and she said Joellen looked like she saw a ghost. I said they kept saying that, but she looked like she always looked. But they have proof of Brian's shenanigans. Apparently, Joellen received video of Brian looking through a glass door or kissing and touching on booty and basically cheating. Joellen claims that she knows she's caused Rula heartache. I laughed when she said that. I said, "You fake bitch. I love you, you fake bitch. You're entertaining for television, and I love Joellen for that. But girl,
Joel,
you
cut
do
that shit
not,
out.
you do not feel her heartbreak. Thank you. Tell her again.
Cut that.
What?
Just cut it out. Just stand on it. Say you are mad because the motherfucker called your job and you tired of him playing with your name.
Just
Just
say
stand
that.
on. Just say that. Like I don't want to hear about. Oh, I don't want to cause really no pain. She already going through enough. I don't care about that.
You
No,
do want to cause her pain
you
when
do
you've
want
been
to cause her pain.
investigating this
You do
shit
want to
before she
embarrass
told
her.
you to do it.
Because
I
this is
can't.
retaliation. This is what this is. This is retaliation. Like, Joellen, get the fuck out of here. Yes, I would respect you more, Joellen, if you say, yeah, I got you. This month, I'm finna blow your spot up because you tried to play with me and play with my
I would
money.
have
I'm
respected
finna
her
blow
more
that
if
shit
she
up.
would have had her husband do the dirty work or something. Like I would have respected that. Like your man want to play for me, I'm gonna send mine to play with you. Like that would have made sense. But you can't say you don't want to cause nobody heartache as you
Right.
continue as you go and share on national TV with all of her friends while she's not there. The information that you have. So
Wait.
Joella goes inside to the house, and then once she's inside of the house, she doesn't bring it up. It's actually Liz that brings it up because Liz got Dolores in her ear, like just push the narrative probably. So
Mm-hmm.
Liz drops what she saw, and the rest of the women look crazy. Now, the only women who have true empathy and sense, Rosie and Alicia. Alicia and Rosie asked questions that mattered, and they were asking questions that aligned with what is best for Joellen, which showed that they're not just shady. Like they're here for the moment, they're going to give us a show, but they're not just into tearing down people's relationships and marriages and things like that. Because Joellen or Rosie pretty much was like, oh my God, this is not good. Have you told her? They should have told at least try to contact Rula before sharing it with the group.
I agree.
At least try. But also, like, I get this part of, you said she did lose that job.
She
Did
did
she lose
lose it.
the
She
job?
lost that job. See, okay, now,
Okay, so Joella has every single right, if she
yeah.
lost her
If she
job
lost her
behind
job,
this,
absolutely. I
to
don't care
do
no
what
more. Yeah.
she's doing,
Yep.
especially because she's a housewife that says that her husband pays the mortgages, he pays all of the utilities, which is how it works in my household. My husband paid the rent. I can't afford that shit. And
She
I'll be
has
like, okay, I'll
kids
cover the
too. Like,
electric
y'all,
bill.
that's not good. Like, she has
That's not
kids.
good though.
That's not good. No, I'm sorry. I'm 100% on Joe Ellen's side. I was split because I feel like that is wrong to do the rule, but at the end of the day, no, motherfucker, you shouldn't have been cheating.
Honestly, Miss Sandra, I agree with this.
I
You can
agree.
cheat your spouse. I'm fully aware of it. I believe in post nups, pre nups, after nups, whatever the hell it is. If somebody does that to you, I think people forget too. In a lot of them East Coast states, the 13 colonies and all of that, it's illegal to cheat on your partner. You can sue for that. So people can get away with suing their
No, she's
parents.
saying Joe Ellen should sue Brian.
Yeah, yes. You both of them should sue.
You think Ruler
Both
should
of
sue him
them.
too?
I think Rula should sue him too. I've been thinking that when I saw the stuff about the tracking and him getting arrested, I would take that arrest record, call my attorney with my great financial paycheck that Rula has, and I would sue the fuck out of my husband and then file for divorce so he can't get shit. Like, don't come for Rula. You're a Gemini. We are extremely vengeful. I am confused on why you moving like
We all
this.
confused. It ain't just you. We all confused because she is moving really oddly. Like, it's very odd. It's very strange. And it's like, man, we want to be on your side, but we can't because you on this fuck shit. And it's like, what can we do?
True. She said, I know Jen and Gary bad because Joella traveled a lot. Now she back. Now Jen ain't got no reason to be up in there doing laundry and making sex jokes with the husband. Not is nothing, it's stuck. You know what, Naya?
It would be no, because I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know she lost her job. Like, that changes everything. Like, to me, I kind of feel like I wasn't mad at her for doing it, but I thought it was really messy and weird. But now that she lost her job behind this shit, that
She just should have tried to warn Rula
Rula
first. Even
better.
if she
Yeah.
didn't answer and then she proceeded to tell the ladies, I wouldn't have cared. But at least try to reach Rula first. Because regardless, Brian has you fucked up, not Rula. Brian has her fucked up. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with these women. Look, Shani's very vengeful and very, very petty.
It
12
is
days. Be
petty.
prepared.
That is petty. Like, that's crazy
Boy,
as hell.
Rhode Island
I
is very. I
heard
heard Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Vermont are like extremely expensive, which surprised me. Rhode Island, I can
Vermont surprised
understand
me the
because of the
most.
water.
Yeah, Vermont actually surprised me the most because when I did my research for Fraternity Row, because Fraternity Row is based in Maine. So when I was researching, I was like, "Oh, okay, interesting." Like, that
Surprising.
little bitty state. That state ain't this big, but okay.
It makes sense though. A lot of these states are within a good distance to the capital of America, New York or Philly. So I feel like a lot of these people are probably commuting from their homes in those little states to other states or something. I don't
Probably.
know, but Rhode Island's expensive. But that's really all that happened this episode. It looks like next week Rosie is going to put Kelsey's bum ass out of her house. She called her a high class squatter this episode
That shit
in
was
her
funny as hell. I'm
confessional.
sorry.
I chuckled. I love the way that Rosie reads Kelsey for Phil because I know Kelsey's probably thinking I had a moment on the TV screen, and then watching it back and seeing her be called to a high whatever squatter. High
A high
Rosie,
class
keep reading
squatter.
it.
Yeah,
A high class squatter.
that was great. That was epic for me. I said, "Damn, not a high class squatter. What the fuck that is even a high class squatter?"
Right, Miss Sandra, this is me. I'm trying to figure out what a slam pig is, but all the colorless people online say that that's a big deal that she called her that, the East Coast colorless people. So somebody please educate me on what a slam pig is. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
start using it though. If, like, people start getting disrespectful, you slam pig.
Right. You know, that's when people get mad too. If you say something they don't understand, nobody on the West Coast gonna get
Don't
that.
nobody know that shit. Hell, that shit sound like it's old as hell.
Oh Lord, not she blinks and hoes a lot. Go to the corner, Naya.
As I said, James is not mad at hoes. I told y'all, James is not mad at hoes these
If you
days.
do it
Listen,
right.
if you do it correctly. Now, shit got to be in your name. Hoes out there, let me explain something to you. Hoes out there, y'all, listen, get shit in your name.
Always,
Get shit
always.
in your name.
What's poppin', Kiwan? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate
What
you. She
sounds
said,
very
I don't know.
offensive?
James sounds offensive. I am not sure. Feel free to clarify in comment. Not
Clarify that,
you
Miss
commented
Sandra.
in the damn chair. Y'all ain't got no sense. I could not. I appreciate everybody for being in here. Y'all subscribe to Sandra P.
Yes.
She does this show also. She also covers Housewives of Atlanta and several other great shows. Check her out. She is live often. Subscribe to Kiwan J. You can also find the link in the description of this video to James's channel and other great creators' channels. But that's it for this week, y'all. We will be back again next week to go over Rhode Island. I cannot wait. But in the meantime, I'm ahead into reviewing the premiere of 90 Day Fiance for those TLC fans. I appreciate you, James. Catch thy replay. Shout out to the replay gang, and I'll see everybody next time. Good evening. Bye.